Hello and welcome once again to the Varlastan Circle, a D&D 5e adventure in a homebrew setting brought to you by Penance RPG, an actual play podcast and Twitch variety stream. Find out more about Penance RPG at penancerpg.com or in the stream information below. I'm Lunrwolf, an occasional variety streamer and creator of the Varlastan setting. I'll be guiding our cast through the trials that await them today. Regular viewers will note that we do not have Ari-ah this evening. That will make life fun and interesting for the rest of the party. Starting with Jack.
Hi, I'm Amy. I play Jack Herring, our little happy-go-lucky rock gnome.
And what do you think the future holds for Jack tonight?
Ooh. Well, we're cleaning up at the moment, I think, from a exploded body, if memory serves me right. Exploding man. So, ick right now. He just wants to get clean.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Malixire.
Hi, I'm Coakley, and I play Malixire, the Tiefling Divine Soul Sorcerer. And I want our bag of holding back.
Well, you
Admittedly,
shouldn't
it was
have
me
put
who
an
lost
extra
it.
planar
Yeah.
artifact in it then, should you?
Well, how was I meant to know that would happen?
You weren't. That's half the fun.
But yeah, I will. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
We certainly will. And Silic.
Hello, I'm Eden. My character is Silic, who is a total paladin. And yeah, I'm curious to see quite how chaotic tonight might get. I feel like we're not all that mischievous most of the time, but I don't know. Our most, I don't know, lawful character maybe is not around, so we'll see.
I don't think lawful necessarily means common sense. Ari-ah is definitely the.
Ostensibly, my guy's lawful. We'll see.
Aye, we'll find out. So, what were we doing last time? Who wants to give us a quick rundown?
So, we were dealing with the mayor of this town. I believe we'd followed a bunch of dodgy construction workers until they gave us some information that led us to the mayor. The mayor had been using an extra dimensional artifact that was creating sand clones of people. And then we battled them. And then, tried to remove the influence of this malign stringed instrument and accidentally lost a magic item that we got literally at the start of the session. The guy also exploded through no fault of our own. Well, we did stab him a bunch, but through no direct fault of our own. So we
In self-defense.
Yeah, self-defensive explosions. We returned to the inn that we'd been resting at to get ourselves bathed and to cast an eye over the various trinkets and bits and bobs that we discovered over the course of our adventure.
Yep.
I think that sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
My clarifier for that would be that he had declared himself to be the magistrate. He wasn't the mayor.
That's the one.
He turned up one day with a gaggle of his little minions and had declared that he was the new magistrate. Nobody went against him. But yes, all of his little minions are little piles of sand across the place. He did manage to dodge a much bigger fight by bumping him off quite as quickly as he did. And there'll be some explaining to do, maybe some sweeping.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He attacked us first.
Out of sight of anybody else.
Yeah. History is written by the winner.
And we won.
Yeah,
As far
I
as
think.
For now.
Okay, so morning dawns. With it, Ari-ah grumbles and expresses an intention to stay in bed after all of that nonsense. What would
That's
the rest of you
understandable.
like to do?
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's the worst idea to kind of keep a lower profile. But I believe, again, I know that we're at kind of a loose, we're here to help people sort of mission. So yeah, we're kind of free to do as we wish.
Maybe we just wander around and just observe to start with and see if there's anybody needing like anything obvious, and then maybe come back to them later on, just so we're not too conspicuous. Just have a nice wander around the town, just getting to know it a bit.
At the same time, I think, if memory serves, we had a couple of items that we hadn't identified yet. Fully, there was I think there was a belt and something else that we're not. Do we not know what those do yet? Am I remembering right?
Let me
So,
double check.
I think
I can't remember if you did.
Because I got the war pick last time.
So you're correct. There were a couple of things that that you weren't immediately able to identify. Nobody asserted that they were going to try to attune to them overnight.
Oh, sorry, your voice is dipping out quite a lot.
Sorry,
Not
because I'm reading something two monitors that way. None of you had said that you were going to try to attune to those overnight, so you'll need to come back to those items later. They're still unidentified for me.
Okay. So that's just a matter of time then. Well, forget about that then. For now, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah, we could just go for a stroll.
Remember those next time you take a long ride.
Yeah. Oh shit! There's still a wyvern kicking about.
Oh
There
yeah.
is still a wyvern. I did wonder if any of you would remember that there's still a wyvern kicking about.
Okay, maybe we should deal with that first before we go for a pleasant stroll.
Do we want to check? We just want to like open the door and check that it's still there, or?
I don't imagine it'll have moved.
Yeah, I've got to wonder about who's looking after it, and did
I was
like.
gonna say, and if it's been overnight, it might be hungry. Is there an alchemist of some description in the town?
There's a herbalist who might dabble on the side.
Okay, because I think if we're gonna like try and get this out of the tiny hole while it's hungry, we might need it unconscious. So like a sleeping draft for a 1-ton reptile might be worth investigating before we go and check it out.
Sounds good.
Yeah. In that case, we will. Well, Malixar will ask around and see if we can find the herbalist.
Yeah, that's fine. The herbalist is fairly well in evidence. There's a little shop not far from the blacksmith you've seen before. And it looks exactly like you'd kind of expect it to look. There's a bunch of slightly bedraggled looking herbs hanging up outside. And it smells like lots of different things all at once.
It's a lush.
I don't think you should be calling the herbalist a lush without evidence to demonstrate.
Yeah.
Just knock on the door and usual Jack style and be like, "Hello. Morning."
Good morning. And to what do I owe this pleasure?
Oh, well, I'm just having a browse. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. Is there anything in particular you would like? I can make some recommendations.
Oh, I'd like to hear your recommendations. What recommendations you got? What would you think's best?
Well, by judging by you and your companions, I think you probably should make sure you have some healing potions available to you if you don't already.
I think I have one.
Got nothing.
I have none.
Oh, maybe we should grab a couple then,
At
just in case.
least I don't see them in my sheet. So I'm assuming I don't.
If it's not on your sheet, it doesn't exist.
I do have one potion of healing. Wow. To be fair, we're also fairly well equipped magically for that kind of thing, but
True.
it never hurts to have a little extra option.
It's always good to have one just in case.
Like if I was gonna say if Silic, me, and Ari-ah are all unconscious, might be nice to allow Jack to just pour potions onto our faces. So
Down the hatch, boys! Down the hatch!
maybe set aside
Keep it
3 of
around.
those.
Yep.
Make sure everyone's got
Sounds
one.
good.
We do have something of an issue though. What would your recommendations be for a sleeping draft for something that probably weighs a ton?
That's quite a lot of creature. Can you be any more
You're telling us.
specific?
We believe it's a wyvern.
I see. That's unusual. We don't see those very often around.
No, I don't expect you would, but we believe there is one within the city walls at the moment, so we'd quite like to get it dealt with in a calm manner.
They might have a potion of animal friendship, maybe? Might be useful.
I don't know if they're dumb enough for animal friendship.
Okay.
But it's also not a bad shout. If only Ari-ah was here.
Yeah.
I feel like out of all of us, she would know.
Yeah. I'm just checking. Don't think I've got any particular. I've got a little bit of animal handling. I think maybe if we just. This is a very large animal we have to deal with here. Like we might just need a lot of anything that might sedate a big creature. Anything might do.
Well, I can have a look and see what I've got that might work for something that's a little larger than normal.
And how? Out of curiosity,
A wyvern is not necessarily as easy to sedate a general farm animal would be. What would work for half a ton of cow is not going to work necessarily for a ton of wyvern.
true. How would we administer this? Out of curiosity.
It's likely that if I can come up with something, it would be in the form of a draft or potion. And your best bet there would be to manage to empty that directly into its mouth.
I mean, we could soak some meat in it.
Yes. Find some
Might
butchered
be hungry.
animals. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been stuck going round and round and round, and we kind of didn't end up as lunch, so.
That could work.
Okay, that might be good.
I don't think there's likely to be anything that would be affected by that sort of treatment. So that you might be onto something.
Hey,
He
good.
grabs the quill and a bit of paper and makes a note for future reference. I've never thought of trying to deal with a carnivore using a sleeping ground before.
Mhm.
Farm animals are quite different. They're not trying to eat you while you're trying to feed them the food.
I don't know. I've been around a lot of cows. Like, I don't like the way they look at me.
Shifty eyes.
Yeah.
Mm.
But okay, that's a good start. Roughly how long will it take to brew something up?
Oh. Give me a bell or two on the to make sure I've got everything I need. Assuming I do, then it should be ready for you by the end of today. So if you could check, if you would mind checking back in a bell or two, and just let me know that you're still wanting it, and then I'll let you know that I have everything, or not. In which case,
We will.
it might take longer. You might need to see if you have any contact.
Oh, how much are those healing potions, by the way?
We'll settle it up later. Would you like them with you just now? I know you're staying at the inn.
If we might be going to investigate a large carnivorous beast, maybe. Yeah, throw in a couple of bags of smoking herbs, and if you've got any black lotus pollen, we'll yeah, call it an even coin.
Some small pile of bits and pieces later, you're welcome to go on your way. It will be settled up in due course, and you've got a little bit of time to kill while you wait to find out whether or not everything is going to be in order for you. What would you like to do?
What do you want to do?
Do we just have a tour of the town? See if there's anything going on?
Yeah, I think that might be worth a look.
Yeah, it's worth knowing the area that we're immediately in.
Mhm.
We might see
Making
and hear
ourselves-
something.
Get to know the area.
Ingratiate ourselves with the locals.
Okay.
Go for a little walkabout.
As you leave the herbalist, you notice atop the bell tower that there are a couple of great eagles just perched, looking down into the square. And they see you moving, see everybody else moving. Whatever they're looking for, they take flight once more, going upwards and out of sight.
That's not suspicious.
Very curious those great birds seem to be looking at us. Was that just me?
No, but we'll maybe keep an eye to the skies as we continue on.
I don't want one of those. Couldn't have one of those swooping down on you. It'd be awful. Talons coming out of nowhere.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
Yeah, I think just continue on through the town. As I said, say hello to locals and ask about local gossip, that kind of thing.
Okay. So a little bit of wandering through the town. There isn't a great deal of new and interesting gossip. There's a couple of people muttering about there being an awful lot of sand around suddenly. There's somebody grumbling about how old Crazy Eddie was making too much of a racket too early, and he needs to learn what the bells are for getting up and such. You might almost see out of the corner of your eye a little goblin running around occasionally, but
Oh yeah.
in the masses of people,
Oh yeah.
it's not necessarily easy to pick him out. There's not a lot else going on. It's a fairly sedate day, with everybody going about their business.
Fair. Then, you want to go and get drunk while we wait?
Maybe not drunk, but a drink.
Could have a
Wouldn't
pint.
hurt.
Could have a pint. Pint sounds good.
Why not?
Just one though. One's enough. Because
We do have a wyvern to deal with after all.
yeah, it'll give us a bit of a give us some courage, but
Just do some dwarf courage.
yeah,
It'll be fine.
but gnome courage, but not too much. Otherwise, we're gonna miss. So we don't want to miss.
Oh, actually, can we see if anyone is selling livestock?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We should probably
Need to
pick up
buy
some meat.
need to buy a pig.
Yeah, we should get a big bit.
Yeah, no one is actively selling livestock, but you would be able to get to a butcher relatively easily, or you could check in with the innkeeper to see if they have a recommendation in case
I'm
there's
sure.
more than one.
Oh, that's a good
Oh.
point. Yeah, why
Oh.
not? We'll speak to the innkeeper and see if he's got a favoured butcher.
Which one's not gonna scam us?
Yeah.
Or and knock the weight.
Or we might
Aye.
find out something we don't like about the inn and the quality of the food there. But either way, we'll see.
Yeah, either way.
Okay, back to the inn then for a pint and a consult with the innkeeper. That'll do.
Mm-hmm.
The inn is reasonably busy. It's lunchtime-ish. So you managed to get seated without too much trouble because everyone recognises you at this point. You stand out fairly well. So Paul Redden comes over and what would you like for your lunch?
I mean, 3 pints and 3 shots. And I don't know, what have you got cooking at the moment?
Yeah, what's your special today? Doesn't have to be fancy.
Well, the special this evening will be a nice beef stew, but it won't be ready. It won't be ready for another few hours yet. I think we have some of yesterday's pie left and some cheese.
Ooh, I'll have some of that.
Yep,
Yeah,
sounds
That's
fine.
fine.
Speaking of beef, we're actually looking to procure some ourselves, or some kind of meat. Do you happen to have the contact for your butcher there? Point us in the right direction for after we've finished our meal?
Oh yes, he's just the just the chap in the square. He goes by Hampson. I don't think that's his real name. It gets a lot of interest from passers-by. But yes, Always works fairly for me.
Good to hear. Well, let's get those drinks and tuck in.
Goes off to get your pints and your pies and cheese, etc. Not to forget your shots, Malachthire.
Don't forget them.
You're a bad influence.
Mm.
And when she comes back, she pauses for a moment. "Oh, I wonder if you might perhaps look into the magistrate a little more. We're very concerned that other towns might have a similar problem."
Well, we're a little confounded for Leeds at this point, we'll be honest.
Yeah. But, I mean, how far is the nearest other town?
Well, towns of this size aren't too frequent. There's Poole, which is off to the west, and there's Gulthar, a couple of days north, but 2 or 3 days each to get. But I'll leave that for you to think about, because obviously you've a lot of other things on. But yes, we're definitely concerned that there might be more of these magistrates making their influence felt in places they aren't really welcome.
We'll bear that in mind.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Enjoy your lunch.
I don't like the idea of there being more of these kicking about.
Well, who knows where this leads? If it's a plague infesting the whole land, then this could well be our duty here.
So they've not all got links to some terrible god. But yeah, I suspect they might.
I just hope they're not going to be as messy as the last one.
Well, we know what not to stab them with, so
Yeah, well, yeah.
it's fine.
Okay.
Although, that's given me an idea. I'll deal with the idea later. We'll finish lunch and we'll acquire a beef.
Yeah.
Okay. So, your lunch goes by quite pleasantly. It's about the time where you should be checking back in with the herbalist. Make sure that that this sleeping draft will get prepared successfully for you.
Sounds good.
Do you guys want to head and get the beef and Jack go and check?
Sure.
Can do.
Yeah.
Do you have money?
Ari-ah has all the money, I think.
It's fine. Well, you can sneak into her room
Okay.
and steal her purse, and while you're there, open her.
Yeah. I'll go do that.
Yeah.
Just gonna scooch in there while she's sleeping. It's okay. You don't know anything. Do. Okay, I got the stuff. Got the gold.
Excellent. Well, let's go and get that food for the wyvern, and fingers crossed they've got a potent enough potion for us.
Do you guys want to take opener, or am I just holding on to him?
You hold on to him just now.
Okay. I'll trundle off towards the apothecary.
Herbalist.
The herbalist, even.
We'll go to the square.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jack, get back to the herbalist, and everything is fine. Everything's in order, and the sleeping draft should be ready by nightfall. The herbalist will keep the door open so that you can come in just at nightfall to pick it up. And it should be exactly what you need.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
That's the hope, anyway.
That's the hope. That's what we'll get what we ordered at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hopefully. That's perfect. Thanks so much. We'll see you later then. And just trundles off back to find the rest of the other two.
Yep.
Let's go get some beef.
Yep. So Alex and Silik into the square. Butcher's is pretty obvious. You can always find a butcher's with your eyes closed. There's a couple of people out the front of it. Looks like they're doing the little bits of sales. You know, sausages here, a few bits of meat here, there, and dealing with sending things out to other places.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of folk with wee ponies who are maybe going out to a farm or whatever to do a drop off. And then in the back,
you get one of those ponies.
in the back, you should just see this very, very, very big.
A big what? Sorry, you blanked out.
Yeah,
For that?
yeah.
A very big person.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely looks like the butcher. So we'll walk up and introduce ourselves.
Good day, sir. We're in the market for some meat, and it looks like you're the man.
Retails up front. Talk to it, lads.
Oh,
All right.
maybe not the man we need to talk to. Oh, apologies. And we'll go and look for the people that we should be talking to.
Look for the lads.
Meanwhile, the 9-foot giant is taking entire carcasses apart with one or two swipes of an especially murderous-looking cleaver.
Damn.
You definitely don't want to be too close.
No.
Alright, mister. You looking for some meat, yeah?
Yes, we're in the market for. I mean, do you think a pig or a cow?
Well, depends on
How big was that wyvern?
quantity of potion might be the issue here. It could be that we could fit it in a chicken. Chicken's much easier to throw.
Chicken's gonna be too small.
We'll go for a pig. I think a pig
Yeah.
would probably be our best bet.
Pig's more maneuverable than a cow.
Maybe half a pig.
It's how we're going to administer the potion is the question.
Well, we've got one of those. Like, we know that it has a bath. We lay the meat in the bath. We just soak it in the stuff.
It's going to give it a
leave
marinade.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
Yeah, actually, yeah, why not?
Throw in some of those smoking herbs, it'll be grand.
Okay, well, let's try and get like half a pig then. That sounds probably good for those purposes.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, then half a pig, please.
All right. You want a left half or a right half?
Whichever you've got going.
Got both, don't we? We've got pigs. They go in half. Problem solved.
We'll go for a left. Why not?
Oh, all right then. You want the jibbly bits or the not jibbly bits?
Oh, all the gibbly bits.
Ooh,
Ooh.
exotic in your taste.
Well, we are from a far-off land.
Quite.
I see. Well, all right then. When do you want it?
Now?
Yeah, all right, we can do that.
Yeah. Can you deliver it to the inn down by the square?
Aye, all right, we can do it.
Perfect.
Are you paying for it now, or are you going to get Coltrane to pay for it for you?
We'll pay for it. We like to
Hey.
settle our debts.
Be what's that? Half a pig, delivery, win 10 limits, rush job. 80 gold.
For a single pig? Not even a single pig. Half a pig.
I feel like you're fleecing us here, sir. The
Can't
price
be.
of
Pigs don't have fleeces.
haha, very droll.
Oh, that was a quick one. I like that one. That was good.
Oh, hello there,
mean-
Tech.
I mean, back home you can get an entire live pig for a single gold piece.
That's
Exactly.
not something we have a lot of around here. If you brought one with you, we could have butchered it for you for about 5 gold, but acquisition costs the problem.
I told you we should have grabbed one of those ponies.
You keep your hands off our ponies. We got two ponies. One's called Emergency, the other's called Rations. My dad named him himself, he did.
Tell you what, 40 gold and we'll carry it back ourselves.
Not delivery off of it.
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
not?
between the three of us, I'm sure we'll manage. I can take the bag of Ghibli bits.
40 gold, I can have it ready for you this evening.
Oh, that's good because that's when the herbalist is ready.
Perfect.
Yeah, all right. We'll go for that.
Alright, we shoot just after nightfall. You miss it,
Yeah.
we don't give you a refund.
There's a surprise. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, we'll see you later on then.
That we will. Yeah, I guess we are in a rather resource-poor area, even though it is a town. Nobody's got a whole lot of anything.
No, it doesn't look that way. Well, we've got more waiting to do. And, well, we don't want to miss that delivery either, so and I hate to suggest it, but the pub?
Of course.
Will we get some cards going?
Hmm.
Oh, I've got chess.
I
I've got chess too. If anyone wants a game of chess.
was going to say, I literally have playing card proficiency, so
Nice.
yeah, why not?
Let's play some games.
Let's play some cards with our own money. Technically, we're not losing any money.
No.
That'll do. Okay. Well, afternoon spent in the inn doesn't do you any harm. You get a few hands of cards going, a couple of other games. Occasionally someone will drift in and try and work out what it is you're playing, and I either make noises about joining in or drift away again. Nobody seems to be terribly fussed about whatever you're up to, though. About halfway through the afternoon, there's a kerfuffle outside. Somebody comes stamping in. Pultrigan, where are the champions?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Pultrigan looks up and looks looks this figure up and down. They're wearing some very battered riding gear, but they have definitely something of a uniform about them. And there's just here playing cards. What do you want with them? It's business, isn't it? It's always business. Oh, thank you, Charles Crayon. I'll take a pint, please.
We'll take one as well.
Sits heavily at the end of your table. You're the champions of the blighted.
So we've been told. How can we help?
Good. I'm here on a errand for the seer of the hunt. Round to you. I've been riding for days and days to get here. But the seer thinks you are the key to our problem. We have a chasm of tunnels which as if it's just appeared under our city. We've sent people in to investigate and they haven't come back. Seer is very insistent that the best plan is to find you. Sent me all this way. Knew you would be here, waiting for something. Though the seer could not see what it was you were waiting for.
Half a peg.
And a potion.
That is unexpected, but such is fate. But please, I will be resting for a day or two. It's a long ride, and my horse is very weary as well. But if you would please give some thought to coming to aid us and ground you, that would be greatly appreciated.
We will definitely consider it. We do have some lasting business to deal with in town, but yeah, we'll have a think.
Thank you for your attention to us all.
You're very welcome.
Picks up his pint and just goes stomping off upstairs. Clearly not unfamiliar with the inn.
Well, he seems nice. Oh.
Troubled, but nice.
Well, we at least know one town that we can go to next. If it's...
That's true. Sounds somewhat urgent.
Allies as well. So getting to know some people around here really wouldn't hurt. We're strangers in a strange land. If our renown is growing to the point that they've come seeking us, well, we certainly want to know about them.
Yeah, who's been talking about us?
Well, they did say it was a seer of something to do with the hunt, and I've already forgotten, which implies that they're in some way connected to Balioth. So we could just ask Opener if he's been chatting about us.
Yeah, well, we should go upstairs and ask.
We don't need to.
We can just think it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was going to say we're also in a place where the gods openly exist. We could stick that knife in the table and have them play fucking cards with us. No one will give a shit.
Do you think he'd be interested? I think she must get bored sometimes.
I might have to try.
And I do actually need to ask Balioth. Well, I need to ask Opener a question anyway. So yeah, why not get him out, stick him in the table, and we'll enter him into the conversation.
Okay. And Jack just pulls him out, puts him on the table, and like, here you go.
Opening. Are you there?
Yes.
Good. So,
Hey.
on you go, Jack.
Oh no, you're fine.
Have you been letting people know that we're in this town?
Ah, he has arrived.
I don't like the sound of that. Who is he?
The emissary from Groundhue.
Oh. Okay. Yes, he has arrived and asked us for some help. At least you know him. That's a good sign.
The
that's a good-
seer
that's a
was
read.
correct.
Good to know. At least the message is trustworthy. I mean, that definitely does make it sound like these people need some help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this so urgent, Balioth, that we should leave our current predicament? I assume you're aware of the ongoings with the Wyvern.
Every action must be weighed.
Hmm.
Well, the emissary did say he needed to rest a day or two. And if he's to be our
Yeah.
guide, then at least we'll have time to deal with the Wyvern, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Um,
we're already halfway through getting the stuff for it. We might as well
Yeah.
finish. We don't want it breaking out and ravaging Hungary around this place. That would be irresponsible.
Speaking about it being hungry, I mean, I figure that, like, it's probably smart enough to recognize us and know that it tried to eat us previously. So it's not going to be particularly happy to see us. But, opener, you can, like, open tears between realms, right?
Yes.
Can you open a tear to another place within the same realm?
No.
Ah, balls. I was gonna, like, try and, like, open a hole and just throw the pig through it. But... Yeah.
Well, and I'm hesitant to throw myself into the fire so much, but I'm willing to step into that room, at least. I think it was just behind the door.
I mean, we could attach a rope to you and pull you out.
Well, for safety's sake.
I don't like the idea of sending you in there all by yourself with a wyvern.
Well, it's really just a matter of step in, hold the thing, do it well, hopefully, and then step back out. But if it goes wrong...
If it goes wrong, we have plenty of healing.
True.
Yeah.
Although we don't have any way to deal with the poison. Maybe we should have got some anti-venom as well.
Oh, I should have asked for some smoke bombs now that I think of it.
Well, we've
Maybe
still
tomorrow.
time to ask when
Yeah.
we get back there, and they've still got the potion waiting for us, hopefully.
Listen, I have a
Yeah.
whole bag of ball bearings I've been waiting for a use for, so we'll figure something out.
I'm sure we could ask them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting we rest on this? Well, I suppose it would be a bad idea to probably go and check out the Wyvern at nightfall.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe we check on them before we go get the potion. Just make sure it's still there and prowl it about.
And like,
Like, we
well,
don't-
I was gonna say, yeah, we probably should actually go and see if it's there.
Like, we don't even have to go in. We could just listen to the door and see if we can hear it. I'm not suggesting we go
Yeah.
in.
Yes.
And then we pick out the potion and... Well, maybe it might be...
Got it.
And yeah.
Well, we
We
can't
can
miss the
marinate.
delivery as well, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll marinate the meat overnight and chuck it in first thing in the morning.
Or do we chuck it in blast thing and hope?
We don't know how long it's gonna last.
Hmm.
Bear in mind what he's got is gonna knock out a cow. If he's using more, that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna last longer.
No.
Mm-hmm.
We might have like an hour to work with this. Like, So, yeah, no, I think we stick around while it eats. Out of sight, but yeah, once if it passes out, we can then. Well, shit, I actually don't know what we're going to do at that point.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are we gonna try and move it and set it loose? I wasn't sure what the end plan was. Or are we
I mean,
making
you
boots?
I
How
don't think
would we
Ari-ah
get
would be
it out of
particularly
it?
happy if we killed it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I think she'd be really mad.
But how do we get it out? It's a very confined space that thing is in. I'm trying to think. There's not really any local authority, it seems, that's going to be capable of dealing with this.
We do have a gigantic butcher.
Could we not use opener to open a tear and put him through the tear and let someone else deal with him?
Like, to back home? Well,
I'm not sure that that's really the
that's-
wisest or correct choice here.
I mean, the circle are probably actually able to deal with it, but
This is what I'm thinking. There'll be actual people there to take care of it. Or it might end up in the woods and it'll have a new home.
I don't know. I think it's fair to say that everything we encountered coming through on our side back when we were there had a pretty big impact.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not keen on saying that it's home, but. So, it is an enclosed room, but like I
Not
said,
an
I'm sure if we
enclosed
lean. No?
Nope. Remember, this is a building site.
Oh, yeah.
It's a half-built
So, we could-
cellar with a door.
We could lean on. Yeah, that's right. We could lean on the giant butcher to, like, do his civic duty and help us out. And once it's unconscious, he could. I guess we could, like, bind it with some rope and then get him to carry it out.
We certainly need some more muscle.
Yeah. So.
Are we gonna have to employ some of the people from the town?
I reckon so.
Yeah.
If we ask
Well-
around at the inn, maybe there might be some more adventuring types potentially.
The
I mean-
emissary might want to help.
I mean, I was gonna say, you say adventuring types, I mean for drunk psychos. But-
Foolhardy types.
Yeah. They'll be willing. But, yeah, first things first. We better go and check if it's still there.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. It takes you only a few minutes to get back to the building site that you've been to previously, and you can, from the edge of the site, already hear something is there and is unhappy.
Is there anybody else about?
You can't see anybody else now.
But we know these are sneaky bastards, so
Yeah.
that's fine. We'll let them keep an eye on us. Okay. So it's still there.
Yeah.
And it's pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be getting hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been at least, what, 2 days since we last
Yeah.
saw it?
Mhm.
Should be hungry now.
Yeah.
Should take
Okay.
the bait. Well, let's get back and stew the meat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to just go and pick up all of your stuff now? It's getting towards nightfall. Something you want to do beforehand?
I'm happy to
No.
go and get the potion, and then we can.
Yeah.
Is the meat delivery? Have we got time to get back? Are we good on that?
I was gonna say we're not getting it delivered. We're having to pick it up.
Yeah, we're having to pick
yeah, we
up.
dropped that, didn't we? Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
So-
gonna have to go pick up.
You're carrying the beef. So,
Pig.
Oh, the
Well,
pig.
Beef.
The pig.
the
Pig.
pig. Half a
Pig.
pig. That's not that
Have
heavy.
pig.
yeah, just put it over the shoulder. Be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the bag of innards. Gloopy.
Okay.
Yeah, and while we're picking up the pork, I will inquire with the guys at the front desk whether or not the big fella's for hire.
For hire? Whatever do you mean?
Well, we might be travelers from another place, but we are here to do our civic duty, and we believe there is a dangerous animal in the city. We might require some help maneuvering it out of its confinement. We wouldn't want a terrible creature like this rampaging through the city. It would be nice to help out your fellow man.
That almost sounded like a threat. I don't think you meant it, but it almost did.
No, definitely not. We're simply civic-minded individuals.
Uh-huh. Well, that depends, really. He might be available to lend a hand. It just depends what you need. How big's the thing
Mostly
you
just-
need and chopped down?
Oh, we don't need him to chop anything up or anything like that. We literally just need a very large man to wrangle this animal out once it's unconscious. Just a bit of manual labor. Nothing too exciting.
Right.
Yeah. We'll deal with the nasty end.
Yeah.
I see. I suppose that might be the sort of thing that there might be some help with. Do you know what time you're doing your whatever the hell it is you think you're doing?
Probably around about midday.
Ah, lunchtime.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Sure, swing by. And we'll see about making that happen.
You're doing a great duty for your town.
We'll see about that, won't we?
We'll even give the big guy lunch.
Now you're talking his language.
Jack, you're on sandwich making duty. We're gonna need a lot of sandwiches.
That's right. I can make sandwiches. Not a problem.
Okay. One side of pork required. Now all you need
Potion.
is the sleeping draft.
Yes.
Let's mosey on over.
He said he'd leave the door open.
And indeed the door is slightly open. There's still a light on inside. Oh, hello again. Yes, and it's just ready. You're going to have to be very, very, very careful, because if you get a little bit of this on you, you will be asleep.
To handle with care. Gotcha.
And when I say a little bit of this on you, I mean a tiny, 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 tiny drop of this would put you to sleep for a week.
Strong stuff, then.
Or two for you, little gnome person.
Yes,
I think
I'm a
you're
rock gnome.
person. are a gnome person. I'm glad I got that right. I've been trying to brush up on these things.
Aw, have you not met much gnomes?
They're not very common around here. They're more, tend to see them more in the hilly areas.
Yeah, definitely.
But yes, that is all in order, and I wish you good luck.
But you've got a spare pair of gloves kicking about, do you?
Yes, I can let you have a pair of these gauntlets. I'll just put it on the on the bill for you and send that across in the morning.
Perfect.
Awesome. Do you mind if we could order maybe some, like, smoke bombs? Don't need them right now, or anything, but, I'll just put
Smoke-
them...
Smoke bombs are a little bit out of my line.
Fair. Or maybe some...
A scent bomb, maybe? That doesn't really work the same.
Yeah. Stink 'em to death. That's quite funny.
If we need cover, I can drop a darkness. It'll be
that's
fine.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that could be quite good. You could cast darkness into the room, and then I can give Silic my goggles.
Oh.
So when he
I
goes
don't-
in, he'll be able to see.
Do they work through magical darkness? I can't remember if we established that. We'll practice that tonight.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
See if you can make it around the room.
Right. Then we are going to very carefully carry this potion over.
Yeah, I'd probably put it in one of the gloves, and then put that glove in another bag, and then in a small box at the bottom of my bag. So it
You
is-
know what would be
Well,
really
'cause-
handy right now? A bag of holding.
For one item.
Yep.
As we're kind of walking along, Silic looks at his hands and for a moment ponders, and then kind of with a look of regret on his face says, I hate to point this out, but if we soak that thing in the potion and then I touch it, those gloves, my hands, I can't really deal with that kind of stuff.
We can steal a bed sheet. So long as we put the meat into the sheet, wrap it up, and are very careful, you might be able to swing it.
We can give it a go. I hope it doesn't soak through too quick. There's not too much of that potion, I guess, for the amount of pig.
Yeah. How big is the bottle of potion, by the way?
It looks like it's about a pint and a half.
Oh, that's
Enough to give it a good dousing, but not really
Yeah.
dripping.
yeah, not like yeah.
Yeah, it's not like soaking completely. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we'll get about soaking the pig.
We'll buy a bath for the night. We'll tell the proprietor to make sure to clean it very thoroughly once we're done.
With gloves. With gloves.
With gloves.
With
Either
gloves.
that, or he's going to have to start advertising this as the
Sleep tub.
the night sleepy time tub.
Nap tub.
Yeah,
Nap bath.
it'll be a great attraction.
Be a relaxing attraction.
Yeah, I can go for it.
Dear me. And
So we've got our meat soaking.
how are you going to go about getting half a side of pig, sorry, an entire side of pig, up to the bathtub? Through the common room first.
Bedsheet. Okay, I gotta go in, grab a bedsheet.
I mean, surely we can just carry it through and just explain that it's a religious thing. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that as well. Just gonna walk behind him, be like tieflings.
I mean, that's probably going to work fine. Tieflings are not common in this neck of the
I was
woods.
gonna say, I did find it funny. The herbalist was like, "Oh no, we don't see many of those. A fucking turtle at the window."
I was thinking the
Like,
same.
I was gonna
Yes.
say a turtle and a demon standing outside, just like, oh, gnomes are weird, are they?
A turtle, a demon, and a gnome walk into a herbalist. Oh.
Okay, so with a little bit of flaming religious reason, and a little bit of Regan suggesting gently that one of you with a free hand might mop up behind yourselves as you go.
Oh, I'll do that. No, Jack will do that. Jack will do that. He's too polite about it.
You can just about get away with carting this massive piece of meat through the common room, up the stairs into the bathtub that's available to you. It almost fits in.
Good enough.
And I will carefully remove the potion from my bag with the gloves.
I was gonna say we'll make sure it's innards out, I guess,
Yeah.
so we can properly get it soaked, and then I'll allow Jack, given that I'm pretty sure you have the highest dexterity.
Yep.
Because I guarantee we're going to need to make a save on this one.
Let's get well back from this. I'm getting nowhere near.
Yep. I'm gonna have a tourniquet
in
around my
fact-
face as well.
I was going to say, in fact, Jack, before you do, I can cast Enhance Ability on you to give you advantage on
Yep.
dexterity check.
Yep, I'll accept that.
Yeah. Let's get your fingers very nimble.
Yep. Despite my +6.
Okay.
Yep. He's gonna have a towel wrapped around his face as well because he doesn't want any of the fumes getting in his nose and mouth. If there's anything like that. Everybody step back. And here we go.
Okay. You can indeed give me a dexterity check with advantage.
Advantage! Yay!
Yay! And that is a natural 20.
Hey!
That was what you wanted.
That's what I wanted. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Only the slightest shake in your hand as you pour the last of the potion carefully over the corpse. Reseal the bottle and put it down on the ground.
I'm so chuffed with that. I'm so chuffed with that 20.
Yeah, we can't have you going out for a week.
Oh. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Even, yeah.
Oh. Oh, I'm glad that worked. That's good. Everybody step back.
Things you need to work out what you're doing with now. 1. You now have a big piece of meat in a bathtub in a room that's otherwise unattended.
We'll stay in the room.
Yep.
2. You have a potion bottle that will need to be disposed of very carefully.
The temptation to just huck it out the window is strong, but
Some random passerby.
yeah.
I'm gonna take the bottle. I'm going to carefully put some wine in it, and or any alcohol that we've got in it, and place a little like note on it going for bad men.
Okay.
And then stick that in a bag and stick that in a box and put that in my
mean, it
My
has been
bag.
very diluted, so
Uh-huh.
I hope it wouldn't kill someone, but
They'll at least sleep.
yeah.
Could
Nice.
use it.
Snoozy tonic.
That'll do.
We want to play cards?
Might as well. Oh, wait. We need to test those goggles.
Oh, yeah. Here you go, Select. I'll give you these. Let's try them out. See if you can walk around the room. Don't fall in the bathtub.
For the love of
Okay.
God.
Let me put them on and adjust the goggles.
And I will cast Darkness. Everyone get ready.
It's very dark.
So I cannot see anything extra with the goggles.
No, the goggles do
Yep.
not enable you to see through magical dark.
Ah, fair. At least we tested it out.
The goggles, they do nothing.
At least we know. So that's a small experiment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, in that case, I
Mostly-
guess we're...
yeah. Much safer
Yep.
to do your science outside of the presence of a wyvern.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
In that case, I
Outside
guess
of
we're back
potential
to-
death.
We're probably back to taking shifts on watch. Over the pig, I would assume.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Like, yeah, could probably like 2 of us could head off and chill out and.
Yeah, one of us can stay watch and shout "Occupado" if anyone tries to come into the bathing area.
Can I help you?
Okay. How do you want to do this then?
I'll take the first shift.
Oh, I've got sandwiches to make, so I'm gonna Jackson. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta go start making those sandwiches now.
Okay. Well, I'll take second shift then, I suppose. Or
Sounds good.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll take last then.
Okay. Is anyone going to investigate the unknown magic items?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I think I'll put the belt on and see what happens overnight.
And I'll wear the ring. I think was the other one we weren't sure about.
That's fine. We'll worry about those later. By and large, overnight goes perfectly fine. The one mishap, Jack, while you're sleeping, Emil wakes up next to you,
Oh,
screaming and trying to hide under the bed.
oh, oh, oh! What's up, buddy? You okay?
This is the bad man.
Oh, he's a bad man. Okay. Well, he's not. He's not here right now, is he? Did you have a nightmare? Was he in your dreams, stalking you? What?
It's the bright light in the window.
Right in the window. He's gonna walk over to the window and have a look outside.
The first thing to note about your window is that it's a full story off the ground. But there doesn't appear to be anybody outside.
Well, he's not there now. He's just gonna close the curtains.
Yeah,
You're gonna close them. And just gonna like give him a little pat on the back. And be like, do you want a sandwich? Make you feel better?
No.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
bud. Yeah. That's alright. Jack's here. And Silik's here. And Miles here. And Ari-ah's here. And we're all here. It's fine. You're with us. We'll be okay. Okay.
So, I took the pictures.
I'm just gonna like pat him in the back. It's alright, bud. We'll talk to Ari. We'll talk to Ari in the morning.
So, morning arrives. You still have a nice, safe half-pig. What would you like to do first thing?
So,
Well, Jack
the-
will tell the guys about poor Emil. He woke up about a dude in the window and there was nobody there, but I don't know, he was kind of freaked out.
Well, we've seen things out of the windows at inns before. I can believe this child might have seen something.
He says a bad man. Scary man.
Could be someone else watching over us, linked to those eagles. We should certainly have our guard up.
Yeah, I think we need to keep him with us a bit, just in case.
yeah.
Well, I think we should find the emissary, see if they're here having breakfast, and see if they're willing to join us.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Well, let's get fed then. We'll head
Breakfast.
downstairs.
Sandwiches started and more or less made.
Hope you made a lot of them. That guy was pretty big.
I spent a few hours in that kitchen after I asked to and paid for stuff. There's a couple of baskets there.
That should do the trick.
Okay. Is somebody going to stay and keep an eye on the pig in the bath, or are you going to run the risk that nobody probably wants a bath at this time of day?
Lock, does it?
Not
Not that we've got a
specifically.
key to. Anyway.
Jack's quite happy to stay. He's quite happy to stay. Grab something enough you.
Yeah, we'll bring you up some breakfast.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Downstairs in the common room, the emissary is indeed sat having some breakfast. Looks pretty
Just
tired.
the man we're looking for.
Morning.
Good day to you.
So, we've had some discussion, and we're happy to come back to your town with you to
Good.
help out and see what we can do. We may need a small favour in exchange, though.
It is but to ask. What do you need, champion?
So, a couple of local ruffians seem to have trapped a wyvern in a building site near here. We're looking to get it released so it doesn't rampage through the town. We're hoping for a steady hand and a strong arm to give us some assistance.
Oh, I'm honoured to assist the champions, but a wyvern in a town?
Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot.
As unbelievable as it sounds, this thing's in a basement.
That is quite extraordinary. And whatever are you going to do with it? Presumably you have to kill it.
Well, one of our companions wouldn't take too kindly to us killing a defenseless animal. So, in order to keep them happy.
Have they met a wyvern?
Yeah,
that's
I
a
was
fair
just about to
point.
say.
Yes, but we like to make sure that we stay true to our moral codes and those of our companions. So yeah, the current plan is that we're going to drug it, you saw the gigantic butcher on your way in, get him to carry it out, hopefully get it onto some kind of cart, and take it outside the city limits and release it into the wild, I guess.
He just looked at you with a stunned expression. Breakfast sandwich halfway to his mouth.
Fair to say that it's not really the way around here, but from your expression. Is that thing likely to cause problems if we just release it?
It's a wyvern. They predate upon everything, and they'll cover ground much faster than anybody else.
So like
I
looks
would
at
not.
Malik's
I would not tell the champions how to go about the business, but releasing it within a day or 2 days travel of here is unlikely to have the outcome you're looking for.
Nah.
I'm gonna look to Malixire and wince and just be like, as much as Ari-ah does treasure nature and keeping balance with things, I think the real balance here really has to fall in the favor of civilization.
I guess we're telling her that we released it on a farm upstate while she was having a nap.
A white lie of sorts, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, alright.
Well, we can still drug the thing, though.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the best course of action no matter what, but then at least we can put it out of its misery in a relatively humane way.
Yes.
And hey, we've already hired the butcher, so we can dispose of the evidence.
Can you eat wyvern? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I have been looking at getting a new cloak.
Yes, the scales, if nothing else. Only that'll fetch a price.
Definitely.
New boots.
Jack, have you got thoughts on this?
I kind of agree anyway. Yeah, he would agree in this because it's a wild creature and it's got claws and it's not gonna distinguish friend from foe. It's just gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as Ari-ah loves nature, she also likes like Eden said, the balance of things. So setting it free in a place where it could like live off is fine, but we don't have the resources to like send it far away.
Of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Well, still, give it one last meal and then get it dealt with.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, I'll ask the innkeeper if he's got any particularly stained old sheets that he wants rid of.
Oh, there were going to be cleaning rags, but if you've a need for some old sheets, yes, we
As
have.
long as they've not
we
got
have
holes
some.
in them.
Yes, good and thick, I hope.
You might want to double them up, but they should be
Fine.
okay as long as you're not doing anything too demanding with them.
We'll see. I don't think it'll be too tough. Just got to kind of
No.
hold the thing.
Hmm. Yeah, we'll take a couple of old ratty sheets then.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, we'll stitch them together. Right, now we need to get that pig into the sheets.
Indeed, let's head upstairs.
All the
You're not
gloves.
going to be able... I was going to say, Selig isn't going to be able to touch it.
Nope.
I suppose we
I
would
think technically...
scoop it out, maybe? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
we could just tap it out.
yeah, just tip the tub.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet.
well, Silic will stand back then in the corner of the room.
Yep. Please. And actually, I think Jack might be stronger than me. So
Might be, actually.
you're on tub tipping duty, and I am, I guess, trying to make sure that I'm like holding up one end of the sheet to try and catch it, so it doesn't slide all the way out.
Okay. You wanna...
Do you want to give me a boost, Mal?
Yeah, go for it. We can get some enhanceability, give you advantage on your strength checks.
Huzzah!
Or, I mean, if you want the strength checks to lift it, or if you want the dexterity checks to not poison yourself. But then again, I'm the one without gloves.
Yes.
So maybe I should.
Yes.
You know what? Why not? Why not both? I'm going to use some sorcery points to twin, because you know I've not done anything exciting this session, so why not? I'm going to use some sorcery points to twin enhance ability for me and for Jack.
Okay.
I'm gonna up my strength because my dex is
You're-
high. So
You're doing the lifting, and I'm getting up my dex, so we get advantage on those rolls and probably some other stuff. But I think advantage on the rolls is going to do is fine for this.
Mhm.
Okay then, let's have your rolls to not make a complete mess of this. Jack, your strength check.
that is an 18.
Not too shabby. Alexei, your dexterity check.
Rolled a 19 plus 1, so 20.
That'll do. Between you managed to not make a complete mess of everything.
Oh.
Hey.
The sleeping draft appears to stay constrained to the pork, and the pork lands on the sheet and doesn't appear to have gone everywhere. You'll probably need to give the room a good clean afterwards, but you knew that.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm quite happy to scrub tiles and stuff.
Okay. Now all you need to do is get this into a wyvern, and then go and find yourself a butcher.
Oh, maybe
That
we should have
sounds like
gotten
a
a
plan.
wheelbarrow. Maybe we should have gotten a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
We still need to get it out of the building. So,
Yeah.
like, while Silic carries it downstairs again, I guess Jack can run out and see if she can borrow a wheelbarrow from someone.
Yep. Gotta go get a wheelbarrow. Gotta go try
Yep.
and find it. Or a little, like, cart of some sort.
Can I borrow this for an hour? It's alright, I'll clean it after.
You're in luck because Volkswagen has one kicking around.
Awesome!
But use
Hey.
barrels of ale. So
Awesome.
that's fine. As long as it comes down the stairs in good order.
While you're on, like,
On the shoulder.
bodyguard duty. Nobody touch the turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, gingerly going to be holding it and carefully stepping down the stairs.
Can you
Wide
give me
berth.
a strength check, please, Billy?
Strength
Do you want an
check.
enhancement? Throw everybody.
I mean, it'll be embarrassing if I lose this because strength is kind of one of my deals. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
why not? I mean, it's not going to hurt us to do this, so yeah.
Nah, why not? Another enhance ability.
Okay.
It'll
So
last
advantage
all
on your
day
strength
too.
checks.
It'll
Well,
last
I
all day
got
too.
a 22
Way.
with advantage.
Hey!
That's not too bad. You make it down the stairs fine. You get it settled onto this hand cart to make transporting it easier. All is fine. Off to Wyvern with an emissary in tow.
Yes.
I assume you're taking him with you for this part.
Hmm.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah, I think ostensibly he's kind of with the party now until we leave town with him.
Yeah.
Okay. You can get the handcart into the edge of the building site, but not easily quite as far in as the Wyvern is. So how do you want to go about getting the meat from the handcart and out of the sheet in front of a Wyvern?
How's the sheet looking? Is it still
I mean,
touchable?
It's very obviously full of raw meat.
Should we
You do still have
Carried?
a carrying hole if you need.
Could we
Okay.
lift the cart a little so that we can get to the door closer? Because we could just peel off the sheet and then roll the cart in.
Well, the
And then
door's
flip-
on the
and then-
the door isn't useful to you here because of the way that the cellar layout.
Okay.
The door was useful for you getting past, but it would be in your way for trying to do this. You can lift the cart a little bit. It will get you a certain amount of way there. Somebody at some point is going to have to decant the meat onto the onto the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Silic, I think that's you.
Yep. So we'll take it as far as we can with the wheelbarrow, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
So like again, we'll gingerly prop it up on his shoulder, get ready to just launch it off.
I will say enhance ability lasts an hour for concentration, so technically you do still have that going for you for your
Yep.
Oh,
throw.
the items as well that we went to sleep with.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So the relevant one here is the belt,
Mm-hmm.
which is a belt that provides you with bonus strength. I'll take that into account whilst seeing how many ones you can.
How much bonus strength was it?
I think it's 2, but don't quote me on that in a later episode.
Okay. Yes. Well, I'll take that into account because that's ostensibly takes me from a +3 to a +4. Either way.
Right.
Yep.
So
All right.
try it out. Here we go. You pick the pork up, shift it toward in the general direction of the Wyvern, and then what are you going to do? Literally just lob it.
I think so.
Use
Just try and
yourself
get its attention
as the
towards the
fulcrum.
door.
I think
Yeah.
the door opening's probably going to get its attention.
Yeah, fair.
The door is on the other side of the Wyvern. You're not anywhere near the door.
Oh, right.
Oh. So,
So
just
we
kind
are
of
just
going back
lobbing
in.
it.
Oh, yeah, because there was like a wall, and we kind of went through like
Yeah.
a passive
Yeah.
opening, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we're just going to start
It's just
whistling.
right around the corner.
Well, give me a strength check to lob a bundle of meat at a Wyvern.
Okay. Well, one of those was a 1, so
Ooh.
it would be a 16.
A 16 is not too bad. So you overbalance a little bit, but it's tolerable. Just as you release it, the bundle goes skipping across the half-built cellar walls, and eventually just the half a pig just slides out of the disgusting sheet. You just hear this, and the wyvern presumably starts, whatever that noise was anyway, starts munching on this pig.
Good.
Something that hasn't eaten for a long time. Hopefully it is the wyvern.
Got to assume.
Yeah. Hope.
Yeah, I think we did successfully identify it previously, thanks to Ari-ah, but I may be wrong.
You were sure at the time that it was trying to eat you first. It was the wyvern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was trying its hardest to eat our faces first.
Okay. So, what do you want to do about getting the butcher?
I guess we kind of have to wait and see if this thing passes out first. And we said midday, and we went out first thing, so I assume we've got a couple of hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So in that case, I guess we're just kind of sitting and waiting to peek our head round and see how it's getting on.
Yeah. Before we, I'm assuming, kill it in its
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, we'll start checking in and gingerly making our way further and further into the room, maybe eventually prod it, just to see.
I'm not even
Point
doing
dead
that. A dagger's going through its eye the minute it's down. Put it out of its misery.
Not going to be in any misery if it's asleep.
Yeah, exactly. It's painless.
And I think it might be too big for a dagger in the eye to actually kill it. So you might need to like go under the
Yeah.
jaw
Jugular.
and yeah. The wyverns have jugulars. We'll find out. Well,
Okay. After a little bit, you hear the munching stop, and then there's just a thump.
Jack.
Yeah.
Sneak in and have a peek.
I'm gonna go into stealth.
Okay.
Where are my abilities? Stealth. And that is a 14.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sneak in and check that this thing is fast asleep or not.
Okay. You get reasonably close to it. It looks like it's probably inert. You're not convinced it's actually asleep at the moment, but it doesn't appear to be moving towards it. It's just kind of slumped.
Felt like hold it down.
I'm gonna come back out and be like, it's slumped. I'm just gonna describe it as like it's slumped over, and
Yeah.
it looks like it's resting.
It's a
But
good start.
yeah,
How long do we want to leave it?
I mean, not long. I would go and get the big guy the now. Tell him there's been a change of plan, that he's not wrestling anything, he's going to be doing some butchering.
yeah.
Really, we've got to decide who's going to make the killing blow here and how exactly we're going to do it. Is that knife looking sharp enough there, Jack?
I mean, I can have a go and see if I can get it in one go.
I would
But,
say a short sword might be better than a knife.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you can,
I have a short sword, so.
yeah,
Okay.
Well, if you brace to cut its throat, and I'll be ready just in case to give it a good whack on the head if it happens to somehow survive that.
Wake up.
Okay. I'm going to go back
Yeah.
in and get in position.
And
Likewise.
I'll adopt a good spellcasting stance from 10 feet away. Some of us are
Okay.
squishier than others.
Yes. So I'm going to sneak on up. And
How do you want to do
try
this,
and-
Jack?
I think he's probably going to try and go for where he thinks an artery, a good an easy to reach artery is. So I'm assuming probably somewhere in the neck.
Okay. You want to give me
Try and
a
get this.
full damage sneak attack?
Oh, full damage. Okay. With
Would you get sneak attack damage on that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yes, that's why I said a full damage sneak attack.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so that is 21 damage, including my sneak attack, with one short sword.
Sounds about right. Okay. So you pierce the wyvern's scales on the underside of the neck, your short sword. You drag the blade across, catch an artery, and it's suddenly very, very slippery where you're standing.
So gross. Oh, the
You make me a
blood.
dexterity check.
Mm-hmm. That is a 9.
Okay. So as you pull your blade free of its neck, you overbalance and you fall into the rapidly appearing pool of wyvern blood.
Oh, gross. Oh no.
Hold yourself
Is that-
back out of there.
Yeah, but does that not also mean I've maybe got some of the potion in me as well?
Whatever would give you that idea?
Oh no.
Because it's been ingested.
It has, and it's in its bloodstream, and you're covered in it.
Oh no! What save do I have to roll?
You can make me a Constitution save as you're staggering out of the blood pool back towards the others.
It's a 5.
Oh no. Got a vision of like this slightly dopey little gnome.
I'm
about.
this
Well-
like very drunk gnome almost.
Pretty much, yes. And as you almost but not quite reach Silly, you're pretty sure he's looking at you concernedly, but your eyes shut.
I'm okay.
Jack! Oh no! And I'll come running over and try and grab from the back, I suppose. Like, try and grab the back of your clothes to, like,
Yeah.
pull you up and pick you up.
I'm just like imagine his whole front and back, like mostly his front just covered in wyvern blood, just like sleep and like these air bubbles coming out of his nose.
Observing, like, the dripping.
Yeah, just fast asleep.
You'll be fine. We'll get him. We'll get him cleaned off, and I'll flip him some of that black lotus pollen that I picked up. He'll be awake in daytime.
That's all well and good. But now you have a dead wyvern in a cellar.
Yeah.
What's he
So
gonna
let's
do about
let's
it?
go and let's go and get our butcher.
Well, I've got a sleeping Jack in my hand, and I'll round the corner of it. What do you want me to do with Jack for now? Should I just pop him in the barrow, and we can wheel him around?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the best bet.
We can just wave it off as he's had a bit too much to drink. I'm sure the locals will understand.
Yeah.
Covered in blood.
Yeah. It was a really rough night.
It fell over and broke his nose.
Yeah.
That's a lot of. I could just hear the butcher being like, "That's a lot of blood for a broken nose."
Especially for a gnome.
Yep.
That's like more than the gnome's blood Like, how many pints does a gnome have?
They didn't hear nose gnomes. It's fine. Surprisingly full of blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why,
So
they're
we'll
jolly. Yes.
yeah. We'll leave the emissary
Mm-hmm.
to guard the body. Tell him not to touch the blood, for the love of God. And then me and Silic will go and pick up our big old giant friend.
Okay. And what's he doing with Jack? Putting
I
him
suppose-
in the barrow?
I suppose he
Yeah,
can wait in the barrow with the emissary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't like swallow his tongue. I don't really. Yeah.
Okay. Go get yourself a butcher then.
Yeah. I will rock up to the two fellas at the front and just be like, "Hello. Can we
Yeah,
borrow your
right.
friend?"
You're early for me, didn't you? Thought we said noon.
We did, but we were just wondering if we were just popping in to see if he would be available any earlier.
So look. Steps back into the into the doorway for a minute. Has a look around at presumably what's already on hand. All right. Yeah, these gentlemen want you to do something for them. Thumping up into the front. Right. What do you want?
We've got something for you to butcher.
A butchering job.
Yeah. Bring your gloves, your longest gloves, and probably some very big tools.
Dangerous meat.
Not anymore, but there is a solid chance that it might contain some noxious substances. So yeah, dangerous meat.
It's
Right.
not for consumption or sale.
Although this guy's pretty big, he'll probably be fine. But anyway, let's not risk it.
Right. 2 minutes then. He steps backwards into the room and rummages around a bit. And comes back out, and it's a truly disturbing sight because he's got this flat, battered metal face guard and these huge gauntlets and what you can only describe as the biggest battle axe either of you have ever seen.
Aye, that'll do it.
What shape is the face guard? Just out of curiosity.
It's just flat. It's not the finest work you've ever seen, but it's very much it's a flat piece of metal across his face with some sides on it. It doesn't need to be pretty; it just needs to be protective.
Yeah, that should do us about well.
Right, lead on then. You
Yeah,
have
we
to,
do.
You have to be a bit ahead of me because I can't see well out of this.
That's fine, don't worry, we'll keep talking.
Yes, follow us over here.
Yep.
You don't have to wear that all the way here. You could put it on when we get there.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, fair.
Well, fair enough. I don't know a butcher's ways.
I will ask him while we're walking whether or not you can actually eat wyvern meat.
Nah. Some of it's alright eating. Some of it's a bit risky. Depends how clean the kill is, because it's got a poison gland.
Yeah.
You reach the poison
Whereabouts
gland,
is the
you
poison
contaminate
gland?
the meat.
Yeah.
Well, that's down the
I mean,
bottom
I'm pretty
of the
sure.
bag, so that's
That's
you
fine.
you quite often find it getting breached if you find one unexpected. But
No, this was a fairly clean kill.
aye, but you say it's noxious meat. What's your substance in it? What did you do to the wyvern?
It's a sleeping draft. We wanted to make sure it went out in a relatively humane way.
I see.
But we figured if it's a sleeping draft that could take out a wyvern, then it's probably not good for anyone to really get their hands on. I imagine you could cook it out quite well, but yeah.
You get it locally, yeah?
Yes, we did.
The agricultural
little-
one from my lad on the square.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
That's fine. We know how to deal with that.
I imagine you would, being a butcher. That's a fair point. Although, like I said, this is for a wyvern, so there's a lot of it. And it might be more potent, I don't really know.
I'll check with it, lad, but I
Yeah,
think
should be
I
fine.
think that's a 2-day smoke.
Okay.
Fine. We'll certainly be careful not to be eating any of it too soon.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's have a look at what we're working with, though. As you get there, glances down at Jack in the barrel, and is like, "You're not meant to eat
Snoring.
it."
Just plugged in some of the blood.
Yeah, more of an accident than a choice on that one.
Yeah.
Ah,
He'll be fine. I hope.
that's what happens when you're 3'0".
For sure.
Gets up to the wyvern's corpse and has a bit of a look at it. Just sort of grunts and nods and waves to you to stand well back.
Go over the other side of the wall. And take Jack with us.
Yeah, maybe while he works, one of us could take Jack to get cleaned up and, and get an antidote, maybe.
Cleaned up and coked up. It'll be fine.
Oh, it's gonna be like one of those like every single hangover cure to try and wake him up.
So you move out of the way, and then it sounds for all the world like you're in a forest within earshot of a team of lumberjacks. It's just slunk, 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 slunk. And within 2 or 3 minutes, he comes stomping back around the corner, wiping the last of the blood off of his battle axe with the manky sheets that you'd left on the floor. These all want burning.
I can deal with that. I mean, you're more than welcome to take the meat. If you can have a use for it, then we're happy to donate it to the town.
Aye.
As long as you're
That'll do.
willing to waive your fee, of course.
Well, I don't think there was a fee agreed other than my lunch.
Oh, well.
Speaking of which, we'll grab my basket of sandwiches.
My apologies. Well,
There you go.
our friend Jack here, the inebriated one, they made lovely sandwiches for you. So, yes, we wouldn't deny you that.
Aye. That's fine. Can you keep
I've just got Weekend at Bernie's at my head now. It's just like, that's all I've got.
Swing the gnome
little
about.
bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Aye, if you keep somebody looking at this to make sure nothing gets near it, we'll come by and pick it up in a little while.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, cool.
He takes the basket of
went.
sandwiches and stomps off, leaving the sheets on the ground for you to dispose of.
Again, I am more than willing to just take them outside and throw a firebolt at them.
Well, you're already outside, so that's fine.
Ah, perfect. Those can get burnt.
Yep. Okay, so are you going to leave the emissary here, or are you going to have one of you stay here yourself?
It's up to you. I figure I can, I figure I can take Jack back, swing by the herbalist and see if he's got any options for getting him woken back up. And if he doesn't, then we're going to go with plan B. But either way, he has to get dunked in a bath.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the same bath. Should we do the same bath or should we do a second bath?
We should. Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got to clean the bath anyway. We've paid for one.
You might want to clean the bath first and then put me
yeah.
in the tub.
Yeah.
I'm asleep. I won't care right now.
No.
You can just prop me up in a
Exactly.
corner.
Go through the logistics of cleaning the bath. I don't think.
Yeah. Yep. So, if you're happy to stay here with our
Yep.
emissary,
let's do that.
then yeah, I'll take Jack and get him cleaned up.
I'll stay here, and I guess we'll. Me and the emissary. Are we just going to be assisting the butcher at this point, or just?
You're literally just keeping an eye on the wyvern meat to make sure that nothing comes and tries to acquire it.
Okay.
And then
God, you.
Can be a lot of dead rats.
Yep. But then in a little while, the butcher and one of the lads will come by with the cart and collect it. So it's very much just guard duty.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll leave you doing that. Malexar, you can quite easily get background with Jack in the barrel. The herbalist opinion is effectively be fine. Just let him sleep it off. It should only be a mild dose by the time it's been through digestion and blood. So if you're gonna clean the bath out and then throw Jack into the bath, that seems like a reasonable idea.
Off and then throw him in a bed.
Well, you get the bath clean. You get the fresh water into it, and literally as you throw Jack into the bath, Jack rouses just enough, just soon enough to be like, ah! Splash.
Oh, there we go. Feeling well rested?
Words.
I'm imagining his face is in the water. He's slowly drowning.
It's fine. I'll prop him up. Grab him, I guess, no shirt to hold on to, so just by the hair.
Yeah.
It's out of the water. There we go. Get yourself clean.
I bet you just starts quietly singing a song, and but the words are kind of just disjointed, and the pauses are quite long before he starts again.
Yep. Jack, you will count as having 2 levels of exhaustion for the rest of the day.
Oof.
The hangover
Very
you
sleepy
do
boy.
deserve. But that, Jack mid-bath, still waiting for the butcher to appear, that is where we'll leave it for this evening. Any final thoughts from my chat?
I don't know how
I
we're going
think
to
we
break this to dragon, quite frankly. No
Like I
idea.
said,
I look
we
forward to it.
released the wyvern. He looked very happy, and he flew away.
Yes, we certainly released it after a fashion into the
Yeah,
next existence, whatever that may be.
It's flying somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
That'll do.
Honestly, I'm surprised no one died. I think we
Yeah.
did quite well.
I think we managed that really well. With minimal casualties.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we shall see what happens next time out. So, thank you for joining us this evening as our cast explored Varlastan, its inhabitants, and its bizarre secret. We'd like to thank our sponsors, theandice.co.uk and Gemhammer and Sons Gaming, for supporting both the podcast and our other content. Our setting is built using the World Anvil toolset, and we are trying to get some of that setting content out for you to see for yourself. Keep checking back on the Varlastan Circle page on penancerpg.com for more information. You can find us on your favourite podcast app, Penance RPG, and we're on social media as well, everywhere. Just find us at Penance RPG. Dragon, who notably, of course, not appearing in this episode, and Amy are cast members from Penance RPG, and I assist behind the scenes. Eden, sometimes Dragon, appear in Pretending with Dice, an actual play variety podcast available through all good podcast apps. And you can also catch Eden and Amy, I believe, on our Dark Tide series, which comes out on a Sunday here on Twitch. The next episode of the Varlastan Circle will be 4 weeks from today. We're not available, unfortunately, 2 weeks from now. But to see the other scheduled streams on the Penance RPG channel, please check the stream information below and keep an eye on our go lives. We are not going to raid out this evening, because that's the job that only Dragon can do, and she's not here to do it. So it's good night from me, and it's good night from them. Good night.
I know.
Bye.